Okay. All right. We are live, looks like. Welcome to anybody that's joining me yet. I'm going to hang out for just a bit so that people can get on here. It looks like we'll be starting here pretty soon. Yeah, we're just going to kind of chew the fat, so to speak, while people get on here. I don't have a lot of updates. I did go to a really interesting estate sale, and I did pick up a few type magazine-ish type things. That was Saturday, I believe, and or no, it wasn't. It was Sunday afternoon. But anyway, that was fun. It was in a really old house, like a Queen Anne style old house, and it was really beautiful. And they had a ton of antiques and different stuff in there. And I picked up a couple things. One of which was a box of just ephemera. So I've got some new ephemera coming on. And I'm trying to think. I've got a ton of sheet music that I picked up, which was in a box of just books and stuff. And so I just said, how much would you want for the whole thing? I'll just take the whole thing. And they're like, oh, $5, so I was like, okay, that's fine with me, but it was kind of at the end of the sale. And sometimes you can get some good deals at the end of estate sales like that, or they're just trying to get rid of stuff. So yeah, some things like that, and get just some things for my own house, like some linens and doilies, and I don't know, just some different things. I'll probably use those as props too, with photographing books and things like that. And also we got a few magazines, Arizona Highways. There was a bunch in that box, so I ended up just checking those out, and there's quite a few from the 50s. So I'll probably have those on the other account on eBay. And the sheet music, I would imagine it's not really a bookish type thing, so probably won't have it on a regular eBay store. But I'll leave a link when I get it up. I'll leave a link on this page in case anybody's interested in that kind of thing. Lots of ephemera. I was surprised at how much. And just a couple of things I wanted to share with you, just kind of interesting. It's a vintage Maine cookbook, and I thought, oh wow, I don't really have a lot of, being from the Midwest, I don't really have a lot of Eastern recipes and stuff like that. I don't have a lot of cookbooks, from there. So I thought, well, that'd be fun to go through and try a few of these recipes. So there's lots of like lobster and oyster recipes, and chowder and crab, and just clam cakes and all the things you'd think Maine would have. And so I'm gonna try some of that stuff. It just sounds fun. And then I also got this little frame, which I thought this was in the big box of stuff that I didn't even know it was in there when I got it. It's a cute little celluloid frame with a couple of sisters in it, and I thought that was cute. So that may end up on my other account, just kind of a cute little thing. I believe it's Bakelite. Not sure, but I think it probably is. Um, so yeah, just some things like that. Um, I still, from my other estate sale, I'm going to these to find books, and I'm finding that I'm finding other things too. So I don't know. It's just kind of fun. My daughter's getting ready to gathering stuff up to get her own house too at some point here. So she's it's just fun to look through stuff. But this is something I got from another estate sale, which is now online and you can purchase if you would like. And I got this, which is not online. It's Mike Mulligan's Steam Shovel, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but here it is for you guys on Instagram. Um, and so yeah, my kids loved Mike Mulligan, and I mean they loved, especially the boys. They loved this book, although my daughter loved it too. But so it just has the cutest, and it's a first edition. Thus, um, so if you're at all familiar with this is a weekly reader version, but it is from the original year. So it is a first edition, but it is a little bit later because it is Weekly Reader was big into publishing back then, and they put out this um, version of it too. So so that's a few things that I've gotten. I wanted to show you this that I'm kind of excited about too. I know it's not books, and so forgive me if it's not totally books, but I got this watercolor, and I just think it's so cool. It's if you look at the subject matter, it's in the winter, which we live in the north, so it's winter up here in northern Illinois, a good part of the year, and so we so I got this at this estate sale, but look at how primitive it is, but still really cool. Like even the snow on the branches, and it's just really cool. So, and the it is signed, but I can't see it because it's right below the edge of the frame. So I'm gonna have to do a little detective work and see. But this the people that had this old house were really big collectors and of things, like paintings and glassware and just everything, books, dishes. It was just all very cool stuff. So it was fun to go up and just take a look. And I just picked up a few things. I didn't really go crazy or anything. Um, so that was kind of my find for the week. Um, then I kind of enjoy going to things like that, and sometimes it's kind of sad because estates, sometimes people have passed on. This one really wasn't that. These people are just moving and downsizing and stuff, which was really something people need to know sometimes when they just have too much stuff. And I'm finding out that I'm having to thin out things more and more as I go along here, with being in business and selling and having to rotate stock and things like that, and well, really people's interests change. The market changes, um, and as time goes on, and different, there's different interests out there. Different authors have more interest than others, and things like that. Like a few years ago, like I couldn't sell an old Bible. Seriously, like I couldn't sell, and I mean the kind that are, this thick, and they have, leather bindings and super fancy, and like old Catholic Bibles. Now you can sell them at a decent price. It's just things just are so cyclical, it seems like, in this business. And of course, you always have the thing where if an author passes away, their books are instantly, on fire because people want to read their books. Um, and it's kind of sad in a way because, you figure, well, why wouldn't you want to, you should have read them when they were alive. So they got some interest out of it, or, money or whatever. But it's just the way, it's human nature, I guess, in a way. Um, so, but yeah, so just interesting stuff that I've been doing lately. I've been thinning out, and so I will be having of my oldest stock, which is from, some of it's back from like 2011 from the library. And they're not library books, they're like donation type books, a lot of them are. And so those I'm going to be, in keeping with that theme of rotating stock, I'm going to be putting those down to lower prices to get them to move, because they're very awesome books, but they need to get going. They need to, we need to make room for on our shelves for some fresh stuff. So we're gonna do that. It won't be giving them away, but it'll be a price that a lot of people can afford, and collectors should watch watch my page on Facebook, especially. Is where they'll be mostly advertised, um, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you guys on LinkedIn, will have them on there. I've already started on Facebook. I haven't gotten it over to LinkedIn yet, but I will. At pretty soon, I'll get those over there. And so that's something that, and that's going to be a chunk of books. And so that'll be right in time for Black Friday, Christmas, and all those things. So stay tuned for my sales, because those will be coming up here very shortly, and it's already started. So, and so, yeah, so we're continuing to get ready for Christmas sales. And for me, I have to start now, or else I don't get it done, because it's ongoing process, and it just takes a while to get things through the, you know, photographing, researching, appraising. That process takes a little bit, so I have to keep at it. Um, so yeah, I think, trying to think of some upcoming things. We're gonna have in the other eBay account that's not the books, I will be having some collectibles from the library that are just like donations, like they just, can't use them anymore type thing. So I will be having those on pretty soon. I've got one of those, I can't think of the name of it, but it's the thing where you look through the I don't know, what do you call it? Like, it's the thing you look through, and then the cards are here, and it's got the holder for the cards. Somebody help me out. Is it stereo something? Can't think of it now. Stereo something. Anyway, so there's a bunch of cards that go with it, and they have like two pictures within the card, and you probably understand what I'm saying by the description. But so that's coming on. There's a whole box of those. We have the apparatus to look at them, but it is missing one part where the card sits. So I'm thinking people might want to buy one of those, and they're pretty cheap on eBay. So that's something that's coming up. And also, I have a cute little like train model that used to be with our Lincoln collection, and it's just something they don't need. Like, it doesn't really fit the whole Lincoln theme, so they're like, letting it go. So that will be something else that'll be coming up, but it'll be in the estate account, where I'm kind of putting estate type things in that account. So, and it's just a hodgepodge of things. It doesn't really have a theme. It's just like things you'd find in estate sales, like. And so it's just kind of crazy. But so yeah, just things that I think are cool. And then this fall, if you live around here where I live, um, and you'll know who you are if you do, um, you'll know that, yes, I know where, you know, where she lives, what town. Um, I will be thinning out at my house, and so I'll be having some books out for sale. We're gonna pick a nice, cool fall day, and we're not gonna sweat to death. So it could be it could be the end of September. It could be beginning of October. Targeting. I'm getting ready for that now, and I've been going through my office and picking out things that I want to get rid of. So yep. So that's coming up. Um, Not sure when that'll exactly happen, but it'll be coming up. So yeah. So we're pretty much done with our summer reading. I will be showcasing books that I picked up um, and that are coming online or already are online or whatever. And we'll be doing that coming up shortly. So I'll have different things that we're talking about. I might do something that I've done in the past, which is showcasing authors, different authors of different books that are related to my store. So, authors that are in the store. What I did for a while was talk about certain authors, and some people really liked it, and their lives, what they did, how they were extraordinary people, the books they wrote, very interesting stuff. It takes a little bit of research, but it's really fun. I felt like it was really fun anyway to learn all that. So that's something that I'll probably switch to. Our summer is pretty much over, and we're going to switch gears and do something different for the fall. And I may go into their last author that we read from was F. Scott Fitzgerald, so I may go into his life and just research, do a little diving deeper into his life and why he wrote the way he did, some things like that. Um, Maybe his childhood, you know, things like that. So, otherwise, things are going really good. Been pretty healthy. Everybody's good. Um, no, as well, college has started for my youngest. Can you believe that? My baby's in college. His first year, he's very excited. He's going into engineering. And he's really enjoying it so far. So I'm so glad. And just otherwise working like crazy, like I told you, and making sure I'm on here on Mondays so you guys have a place to go on Monday nights. And working on my office, if you can see back in here for you guys on Instagram, and for you guys on LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook, you can see I've been working over here a little bit, and I've cleared out some stuff. I've cleared out a lot right behind me. That used to be pretty stacked high. But I'm working on this part now over here. Yeah, and that part is not fun to look at. So I'm working on that part next, just going through it and trying to thin out. So and I'm sure I'll find some goodies to put in my fall sale. So other than that, guys, I don't have a lot. If you have questions, I'm pretty sure that I can see them. Let me see if I can get the chat button here. Yeah, if you guys, I can do chat. If you guys want to ask me any questions about the store, I'll put here the link to the store. That's the website. So if you have anything that you would like to see, go to that website, and you can leave me questions in the comments. I'll see them and I'll answer them after I see them, not before I see them, obviously. But and yeah, so just let me know what you think as far as any authors that you might like to learn about. I think I'll probably start with F. Scott Fitzgerald, and I might do 2 nights just to dig a little deeper into his life, because I think he must have been a pretty interesting character by how he wrote things and what he wrote. Um, and other than that, I don't really have a whole lot. So I'd like you to join us back next week. And we will dive into F. Scott Fitzgerald's life, and talk a little bit about that. So bring your questions, study them a little bit, come online and talk with me. I can talk on here with Restream too. I can chat with you. And I guess just have a wonderful week, and enjoy yourself, and come back and see me next week. Alrighty, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.